What's going on, guys? Tyzilla83 here. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking a little bit of time out of your day to check out this video. If you would, at the end, like, comment, share the content you're watching, however, wherever, on social media. That would be excellent. And if you haven't already, feel free to tap that subscribe button down below. We're talking about Darkest Dungeon. Let's go. Proceed into the dungeon, to the darkest dungeon, if you dare. Guys, I have finally found a game that has all but completely taken me away from Madden 17. Now, don't get me wrong. When I am in the mood to play some football, I'm firing up Madden. But this game is hogging up a lot of what little game time I have, and for good reason. I could go into the combat system or the art style or any of that stuff. I could go into that, and I would only be scratching the surface. Really, what makes this game special is how surprisingly in-depth this game is. For example, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the combat system, but still, you have something like a stress level where you have to manage your character's stress, your hero's stress levels. Their stress levels could actually, let's say you get a character who does a shit ton of damage, but he stresses your entire group out, which is bad. Because when they stress out, they start to do things on their own, like attack, or, maybe they just move back out of position, and it kind of messes up your roster a little bit while in combat. So it's a huge distraction. And then if they cap out on stress, they have heart attacks and die. So it adds a whole different element to how you go about, setting up your lineup, setting up your roster. Who are you going to use? Are you going to risk using someone who's going to stress out the rest of your group? But holy hell, he does a lot of damage. There's, of course, the typical, like you would expect in any RPG, leveling your guys up. You got to spend money to do that, and you got to be really conservative in this game with your money. Don't go blowing your money. But again, they pull at you from different angles on how to continue playing this game. I'll tell you, I'm a big time fan of turn-based strategy RPGs, and this is probably one of the best I've ever played. And it's $20 in the PlayStation Store. $20 to check this game out. And again, if you're a fan of just RPGs in general, the whole idea of, looting and combat and being rewarded and this and that, you need to check this game out. If you're a turn-based fan and you like all those things, holy God, what are you doing? Stop watching this video and go play the game. Another thing that's really neat about the game, something I didn't expect because it's a indie developer, there are a ton of different people to choose from. I mean, you have all these different classes, the man-at-arms, the leper, the jester, the plague doctor, the occultist, the hellion, who is basically a female barbarian, the grave robber, the crusader, the bounty hunter. All these characters and all their abilities, and when you level them up, are quite a bit different from one another, which is just goes into what I was saying earlier about being really in-depth. So you can also do little quirky things like change their skins, change their colors, but nothing, too in-depth there. But all in all, again, this is one of the best turn-based RPGs I've played in a long while, maybe since Child of Light, and I highly recommend it if you're a fan of that genre. Again, it's just $20 in the PlayStation Store. I do highly recommend it. And I want you guys to keep in mind, this is a first impressions video, so this isn't like a final review or anything like that. But if you guys want me to continue doing coverage of this game, which I may anyways, regardless, but just let me know. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so much for checking out the video. You guys try like hell to be kind to one another. Peace.